Okay, hello, my name is Maddie, and let's do a card reading. So, my voice is going to be pretty quiet. Sorry in advance. But let's see what is going on with the energy, with the vibes. Oh, my gosh. Okay, my cards flew off. So, starting off, we have Five of Wands in reversed. Five of Wands can be petty conflicts and competition. In reversed, we're breaking out of that, so, or you're being protected from that. I also just got. We also have the Hanged Man in reversed. So the Hanged Man upright can be about somebody who is allowing life to happen around them. It can be about sacrifices. It can be about, when things are crashing down around you. I just saw 111 on my clock. But when things are crashing down around you, there comes a certain point where the best you can do is just watch. So, but in reversed, we're seeing a change in perspective here. So there is an end to some sort of competition. It could be a personal competition. So you towards somebody or somebody towards you. And there has been a perspective change here. Let's see what else. We have the Hermit, solitude. So this could be coming from a time of solitude, sitting, thinking, contemplating things, or you might just need to take some time to yourself right now. Take it as it resonates. We also have the Sun of Swords reversed. This is the Knight of Swords reversed. So the Knight of Swords is somebody who... The Knight of Swords is somebody who can be very fast-moving, very critical thinking, someone who's very cutting, swords. But in reversed, we could be moving a little too quickly. We could be jumping to conclusions. So I'm not sure if that's you or somebody else. Is that you or somebody else? Clarify this Knight of Swords. Judgment and Knight of Wands. So Judgment and Knight of Wands. So the person here who is kind of jumping to conclusions right now, there's being some kind of... Somebody is contemplating... Somebody is contemplating an event or thinking over an event or trying to decide something. That's not very... How do I even word this? So with the Judgment card, it looks like there's somebody here who's like trying to figure you out, I guess. With this Knight of Wands, take it as it resonates. Maybe you're thinking back on an event that happened with somebody. Maybe you're thinking back on something and you're just trying to figure it out. There's something that you're kind of weighing, was this okay? Was this not okay? Or it could be somebody else about you. A Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is, again, a very fast-moving card. The Knight of Wands, though, is somebody who is passionate, exciting, excitable, visionary. They are a go-getter. They have an idea, they have a vision, and they're going for it. So this Knight of Wands here, they are having some tense feelings, and they're kind of secluding themselves because they're thinking over and contemplating over this internal sort of competition that they felt towards this Knight of Wands. So take it as it resonates. Fit yourself in wherever it makes sense for you. I'm also noticing on my clock, I keep glancing up, and I'll glance up at 221. 441. So it's like almost an angel number, but not quite. I don't know what that would mean spiritually, but maybe it resonates for you. Okay, what's your energy in this situation? So we had the Eight of Swords sideways. So the Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment. It's when you keep yourself in a situation that you're unhappy with. We've also got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So, but it's sideways. So it's kind of like, things might be changing, or maybe you're having some sort of understanding or realization. You might be in the act of kind of, you might be teetering on the edge of something. So, for example, if somebody's upset with you, but it's for a reason that you don't think is valid, you might be kind of in between, like, apologizing to them versus, like, standing up for yourself. Like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. That's just an example, but it's that energy of sort of teetering on the edge of something. Eight of Swords. And again, that's self-imprisonment. So it's also you kind of teetering between, should I comply or should I, fight back? We have the Chariot in reversed. The Chariot is willpower. In reversed, it could feel like something is stunted, or something like there's hesitancy, like there's blockage there. Willpower. Clarify this reverse Chariot. The High Priestess. And the Three of Pentacles. And there's Strength at the bottom of the deck. So, okay. So, you're definitely, with this teetering energy, it is definitely you trying to decide on, you're having this internal, not battle with yourself, but there is an issue of willpower here. There's an issue of inner strength here. There's an issue of perseverance here in some way. Something is not moving the way that you want it to be moving. We have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is about intuition. I think this is you, this reverse Chariot. Intuition, wisdom, duality, metaphysical versus material. I just saw 808 on the clock, if that means anything to anyone. The number 8 itself has to do with all things mystic, all things secretive, all things mysterious, all things taboo. It's this energy of trusting your inner wisdom as you push forward here. With this Three of Pentacles, this is teamwork in terms of building something long-term. This is collaboration on mastering a skill, mastering some sort of event in your life, so on and so forth. But the key word here for me is teamwork, collaboration. I think it's important for you to understand that a mature conversation does take two. It takes both sides. And it's also important for you to understand that you have support with you wherever you go. We do have the Lion, the Strength, at the bottom of the deck. Inner strength. Power in your heart and soul. Okay? I think it's important for you right now to wait things out and kind of decide where you yourself stand in this situation, whatever it may be about. And I think it's important for you to stand up for yourself. If you don't believe something is true, if you feel that you're being accused of something, or if you feel that somebody is upset with you but not for a good enough reason, it's important to stand up for yourself and not apologize just for the sake of getting rid of that tension, because the tension will not go away. Let's see what my Oracle deck has to say about this. We have the Green Witch Oracle. Judgment is here. So 10:10 on the clock. 10 is completion. Dang it. Hold on. So 10 is completion. With this Judgment card here, Spirit is aligning everything as it needs to be aligned. Spirit is judging the situation, judging you, and judging anyone else involved, but not in a way of like judging you, but it's like karma is aligning everything as it should be. The universe will level everything out, even if it doesn't feel leveled or even right now. Everything must return to balance. So, with that being said, we have Cup of Tea, patience, reassessment. Are you kidding me? Patience and reassessment. I would wait it out. Let's continue. What else does this card have to say? Or this deck, sorry. What else is your advice from Spirit? Sickle. Focus, regrowth, and letting go. Patience, reassessment, and focus, regrowth, and letting go. I put the opposite cards up, but you get what I mean. So with these cards here, the main message for you is for one, to ground and center yourself. A lot of people, myself included, this happens with everyone, but it's easy to kind of get in a tizzy when you know or when you feel that somebody is upset with you, regardless of their reason. Just the fact alone, especially if it's somebody that you care about, knowing that somebody is upset with you, that in itself can be off-putting. Ground yourself, center yourself, find your breath. It's okay. It's okay. Second, patience, waiting it out. If you are dying to have a conversation, maybe allow them to come to you. 12:21 on the clock when I said that. Allow them to come to you, or just put the intention into a prayer out into the universe that whatever needs to be said gets said. Okay? But I would wait for a moment. I wouldn't actively go out and seek any sort of answers at this time. Because with sickle as well, focus, regrowth, and letting go. There is something here that whatever you feel that this situation has taken from you, whatever you feel that the stress of this is blocking you from, it's time to just focus inward on that. It's time to just, mind your own, honestly. Because like I said, whatever needs to be said will be said. May it happen, right? Damn, all my cards falling on the ground. Okay. Rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. Cauldron, creation, opportunity, and caring. This may be somebody who, if you know the person, or if this is resonating with the situation that's happening right now, it may be just with somebody that you really do care about, maybe with an old friend. There's a very special kind of loyalty in you can, within situations like this that feel weird, you can be loyal to both somebody that you care about and to yourself at the same time without it being selfish. And that is what I described earlier, of just minding your own business and allowing the things that need to be said, allowing it to come to you on its own. Remembrance here, faithfulness. Do have faith that the situation will even out. With this Judgment card, like I said, also 444 on the clock, that means protection. You are divinely protected. But with this Judgment card, everything is going to level out at some point. Everything is going to even out again. Okay? Have faith with that and remember that. And also, clarity, clarity, regrowth. Okay, so those are words that I'm hearing. It's reminding me, that's what it's reminding me of in this, and the color green too, growth, health. Take some time to build yourself back up again, or to build yourself up, period. With cauldron, creation, opportunity, caring. For me, right now, this is reminding me of feeding into something that feeds you, feeding into something you're passionate about, a hobby, your work, some sort of ritual that you have. Maybe you go on a run every day, maybe you have tea every night before bed, maybe it's a shower or something. Journaling. There's something here, big or small, that investing in that right now, especially when you feel the tension and the stress bubbling up in you, that will really allow you to release these things. And also, it's going to have this kind of back and forth effect. Your emotions will also feed into that hobby, grow that hobby. That's what I'm seeing here. But okay, I'm gonna cut it here. That is your message. Hopefully it made sense, and if it resonated, give me a like, give me a comment, and yeah. All right, have a good night. Bye.